Hey there everybody! It's time for another video lesson with Teacher JB. In this video lesson, you are expected to choose appropriate modal verb and use correct modal verb to complete a statement.
Good day learners, how are you all doing today? It has been a while and I'm glad I'm able to see you here now. Today, we will study another lesson that is intended for grade learners like you. But before we formally begin, I'd like to ask you to listen to a song from the movie Do Re Mi, a song called I Can.
I can live, I can love, I can reach the heavens above, I can right what is wrong, I can sing just any song, I can dance, I can fly and touch the rainbow in the sky. I can be a good friend, I can love you until the end.
You heard it, class? Now, what do you observe from the lyrics of the song? Any observation? What about the title of the song? Correct! The song is filled with I can lines. The next question is, what do you think the word can is suggesting, or what does it show in the statement? Very good! It is a word that refers to an ability of a person or a subject within a sentence or a statement. So before we proceed to the next segment of our lesson, let me discuss to you the most essential learning competencies, or the MELC, that we have under Quarter 1, that is expressing permission, obligation, and prohibition using modals. Are you all ready now? Come on, let's go! Since your elementary days, you have been taught by your teachers about the meaning and definition of verbs. We define verbs as action words, or any word that shows or indicates an action, like play, drink, eat, sleep, and so on and so forth. But talking about verbs, there are also other forms of verbs, and one of them is a modal verb. Modal verbs have several functions. We have prohibition, obligation, and showing ability. Today, we will study the different functions and put them into different statements. Are you ready now, learners? Let's get into it. But before I teach you the lesson on modal verbs, observe the picture and study the following statements. Which of the following statements indicates an obligation or a responsibility? Why? Very good. Now, which of the following statements indicates a possibility or a tendency? Why? Perfect. Like we said a while ago, modal verbs are part of the English language. Modal verbs are auxiliary or helping verbs that modify or change the meaning of the main verb. We use modal verbs when giving advice, suggestions, giving requests, or even indicating a prohibition and predictions. To show you more of some of the examples of modal verbs, here is a list with sample sentences.
May is used when referring to the following, such as possibility, asking permission to do something, or polite suggestions. Let us have some examples. It may rain tonight. May I go to the office of the school principal? May I help you?
Can is used when stating an ability to do a request, a suggestion, and a possibility. In some statements wherein the idea is to ask a request, the modal verb can also be used.
Let us have some examples. I can speak Mandarin and French. Can you give me at least 10 minutes? Can you hand me my bag? Must is used to show a responsibility and an obligation. Take a look on these examples. You must study your lesson today. They must listen to the doctor's prescription. Angela must attend my birthday party. Should is used to indicate a suggestion. Say for example, you should pay attention every time somebody talks to you. They should review the lesson before taking the test. Henry should bring his laptop computer today.
So, in every purpose and function, there is an appropriate modal verb to be used.
May, can, must, should.
Can you say that you are now very familiar with modal verbs and their functions and uses? Very good. You must prove it by doing this another activity. Let's go.
In the next activity, supply the correct modal verb that would best complete the sentences. Use the term enclosed inside the parentheses as a clue. Write the letter of your answer on a piece of paper.
Time's up. Let us check if your answers are all correct. Let's start.
For number 1 sentence, our teacher says we blank study our lesson if we want to pass the test. So, what do you think is the appropriate modal verb to be used? Correct. The answer is must, because there's a strong suggestion of idea in order to get a positive result. For number 2, Andy blank speak 3 languages. What do you think is the correct modal verb to be used? Very good. It is can because it shows a person's ability. Next is number 3. She blank listened to the pieces of advice her friends are giving her. The correct answer is should, because it gives a suggestion. Number 4 sentence. According to my cousin, there blank be a chance of winning the tournament if we practice this week. What is your answer? Excellent. The correct answer is might, because it shows a possibility or tendency of making it happen. And for the last one, sentence number 5, I would like to know if I blank leave the room for a while. The correct answer is may, because it is asking a permission to perform a particular action.
Good job, learners. Who got a perfect score? Were you able to do it perfectly? That's great. But for those who did not achieve a perfect score, do not worry, because I prepared another activity that would test your mastery of the lesson. Shall we proceed?
And for your final task, provide the correct modal verb to be used in each sentence. This time, it will be quite difficult, for there are no more clues available in every sentence. Write the letter of your answer on the blank. Are you ready, learners? Here we go.
Time's up. Let us now check your answers. For number 1, the correct answer is might, because there's no assurance mentioned in the sentence that indicates uncertainty. Did you get it right? Good. For number 2, the correct answer is can, because it indicates an ability of a person to do an action. For number 3, blank we come in, the correct answer is may, because it is asking permission before doing an action. Number 4, you blank obey the class teacher. Obviously, the sentence is showing and giving an order and an obligation. This means the correct modal verb to be used is must. Last one, blank you please reduce the price. It is another statement that is in question form, but if you study well the thought of the sentence, the idea it suggests is making a request. Therefore, the correct modal verb to be used is can. Good job, grade 9 learners! You must always remember that there is a right modal verb to be used, but it varies depending on your statement's purpose and function. So this has been your language teacher, Teacher JD, saying never forget to review your lesson and stay safe. Until next meeting, bye!